Well, hello, and welcome to the Mediocre Arknights Operator Guide featuring this limited and adorable cat Rosmontis. So small that she can probably fit inside your pocket. Rosmontis has a pretty unique subclass, the Flinger, which quite simply lets her attacks hit twice in an area every strike. The second hit deals half the damage and is the only sniper subclass at the moment that is unable to hit air targets. They're right there, Rosecat. Maybe she's just too small to reach them. Cat has some pretty simple talents. The first one lets her attacks ignore up to 175 defense when attacking, while the second talent gives herself and a random caster operator an 8% attack buff. The caster must already be deployed to benefit from this buff. I don't have anything else to say here, they're just nice talents to have, letting Rosmontis and a potential caster operator hit harder. Millicat's first skill, Expanded Thoughts, makes the next attack hit an additional time, dealing a nice amount of arts damage. Note that this skill only costs 2 SP when maxed out, and that the arts damage does not benefit from Rosecat's first talent, as it's not physical damage. If you are familiar with Blue Poison's first skill, it acts in a similar way with the low on attack SP cost skill that goes boom boom pow, but slower, so it goes more like... Rosmontis, you're a small cat, strong cat, ready with the big thing, aiming to kill your foes. Now berserkers on their way, a big disgrace. Gonna have the Rose Cat killing in your face, cause she will clap you. Anyways, it's an okay skill. Microcat's second skill, Nervous Blockade, slows down her attack speed, but in exchange gains up to 40 seconds of a smallish attack boost, increased area for her attacks, and an additional 2 hits to her attacks, totaling to 4. Enemies hit also have a 20% chance to be stunned briefly. The stun is tied to the enemy's hit rather than the attack, so you'll notice that some enemies are stunned while others aren't. The Crowd Control skill, though with some RNG involved, an area of effect stun is why this skill is generally used. Whether it's stopping more damage from landing on your operators or preventing enemies from walking past your overblocked defenders, a nice stun helps out nicely in that regard. Nanocat's third skill, As You Wish, goes Hail Mary and deploys 2 non-attacking summons that can block enemies, while stunning the ones hit by the summon. During the half a minute or so skill duration, Rosmontis is limited to attacking blocked enemies, attacks 2 targets at once, and gains an attack and attack speed boost. Enemies blocked by the summons have their defense lowered by 160. When I said she can only attack blocked enemies, that includes your other operators blocking and not exclusive to just the summons. Keep in mind that while Rosmontis rains destruction on her enemies, she can only attack blocked enemies. However, this does not stop non-blocked enemies from taking damage because of the whole area of effect damage thing she's got going. She just can't target them. Basic tips with Picocat. Skill 3 might place the summons at the edge of Rosecat's attack range depending on where the enemies are. This means that enemies may be stuck outside her attack range, unable to be attacked by her. If that happens, you can just retreat the summon and let them come into her range. Granted, she still can't target them with skill 3 unless they're blocked. There was a delay when using skill 2 from when Rosecat launches the attack to the attack actually landing. The delays between each of the 4 hits also have a noticeable delay as they come in one at a time in that quick succession. It's always been like that with Rosmontis' normal attacks, but you might try to catch a fast enemy slipping past your defenses, and they might only get half the hits in before they run out of range instead of taking the full damage. So, should you build Femtocat? If you value a solo carry operator, no. Regardless of the skill used, you're going to need other operators to help out. Think of her as a piece of artillery, softening up her targets before her squad mates finish them off. If you value multi-hitting multiple enemies multiple times, yes. For those who used her during the Invitation to Wine event, you'll probably know firsthand how nice it is to have a multi-hit area of effect attack. Plus it leaves room for attack buffing shenanigans. If you value damage output, Skill 3 deals plenty of damage, but awkward to use depending on the situation, and Skill 2's value comes in the stuns, but struggles with high defense enemies, even with the defense ignoring talent. So keep that in mind if you use her, it's a pretty weird but unique kit. If you value a pocket-sized cat, yes, Rosmontis is adorable and very head-pattable. Finally, here are Adocat's stats, potentials, trust bonuses, base skills, and my E264 M3 Rosmontis with that sweet live 2D, which her face does kind of hide behind the UI on my screen. And that was the Rosmontis Operator Guide. Give her lots of head pats, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.